All right, what's up, y'all? What's up? For all my stalkers, the ones that like to come in and see some things. This is where I really be active at. Uh, when I say stalkers, they know who I'm talking about. Um, this is one of the. This is my. Uh, one of my TikTok pages. So I wanted to go over what what's my favorite videos, my favorite videos that I clicked on to be the faves. Let's just go over them. Let's talk about them while I eat my chicken wings and my Phillies. All right. Yeah. So let's get it. Let's get this first one going. All right.
This movie ain't just about him.
This content creator is it's Cam. It's Cam J underscore the black sheep. All right, so what he talking about again? Because I mean, it must have been good because I saved it as a favorite. So let's go.
Him being auctioned to white families. It's simply a game of bingo. And guess who doing the bingoing? Her. And guess who she's doing bingo with? That's right. His best friend set him up. He knew what was going on this whole time. He know who the girl is. He know who the mother is, the father is. He even know where the house at. He know about this whole occultism stuff that's going on. The thing is that he's playing the game of bingo with her. If you don't believe me, just listen to the conversations that he having with her.
First of all, I don't even know what a game of bingo is, but he's saying they playing them. These two are playing a game. So let's hear him out.
You know you picked the wrong guy, right? Oh yeah, you know you picked the wrong guy. You know you picked the wrong guy.
You know you picked the wrong guy, right?
Ooh,
Meaning that he know about all the black guys who she trapped, all the black guys who she led to the house to trap. Every last single one of them. She succeeded. She did not fail. That's why he said, you know you picked the wrong guy, right? Because he knows this guy will not fail because he has a killer instinct and he know he's going to kill them all. And he did kill them.
That's a good spin. That's a good spin. To say that the homeboy was in on it. I could see that. I mean, the way the whole thing was going down. Also, I think on that scenario, Get Out. Uh, well, let's also hear what he got to say. But on that scenario, Get Out, it just kind of represents how we watch TV and it kind of like programs us. Hold on, I gotta check. Yeah, how TV programs us, and they got our subconscious. But the surgery thing was kind of wild though.
Them all. Now listen to all the hints that he laying out, that he know about this whole situation.
Let's take my advice. What? Like, don't go to a white girl parent. Like, don't go to a white girl parent. Like, don't go to a white girl parent.
See, he say don't go to a white girl parent's house. He basically using trick psychiatry because he know he gonna go, but he had to say that to make it seem like he care. So when he do go and when it do turn out that they was bad, he can say, "I told you so." Trick psychiatry. Another phone call of him giving out hints.
Bro, how you not scared of this, man? But they could have made you do all time. Bro, how you not scared of this, man?
How you not scared of this? Because he know what they doing. He know about the occults and the rituals and trapping the bodies and the hypnotizing. So that's why he asks him, how is you not scared of this? Because he know about all that.
But they could have made you do all type. But they could have made you do all bargain like a dog. Bargain like a dog.
So he's saying they have you doing anything. They even have you.
I don't know. I think he making a little bit of sense. But yeah, um, let me see.
You barking like a dog. Like, bro, how do you know about this stuff? That's exactly what they doing, bro. They got homeboy over here running like he on a track. They got him mowing the grass with that 2-wheel lawnmower. Bro, if you don't get you a lawnmower with 4 wheels.
I don't know if you know this. White people love making people say. People love making people say.
And is it not a coincidence that he mentioned the word slaves? Because that's exactly what they are. They're slaves in their own body. Then he goes to the cops, but he didn't go to the cops so he can get help for his best friend. He went so he can see what the cops know. Because he know if he laid his story on them, they ain't go buy it. And they didn't buy it. They laughed at him. That's exactly what he wanted them to do. That way, they can continue the game of the bingo. So he continuing the game. So now he's on the phone with her, but he's role playing, meaning that they're playing along with the bingo game. They're going along with the story. She's saying that he took a Uber or a taxi home, and he's trying to find out where he's at because he never came home. But that's the part of the role play. They role playing, and then out of nowhere, she says this.
Rod, just stop. There's something between us.
Oh,
I know why you're calling.
God, she's a
So she broke character and said, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. I got him. So he's like, she's a genius. Like, dang, she good. She got him. So eventually he ended up turning on his killer instinct and killed all of them. So he was frustrated, thought that his homeboy would get killed, so he thought the game was over. So what he did was,
Chris.
so he thought he lost the game of bingo. He thought he was going to get killed. That's why he pulled up to their house. I don't know what he was going to give them or what he owed them, but he thought he lost. But to pull up and to find out that he actually won the game of bingo because he killed everybody. And dude said it himself. How you know I was here?
How you find me? How you find me?
And all he said was, because I'm TSA, which is his company that he worked for. So he hit the jackpot. Bingo. Now this is what go trip y'all out.
That's crazy. Now that is wild. That is wild. That is a wild scenario. It could be likely. You know what I mean? Most definitely could be likely.
All the signs was in his face and he ignored it. Sign 1, they hit a deer. When he hit the deer, he was just staring at it. The deer was a sign for him to turn around. As you can see, signs of seeing a deer is serenity, harmony, learning, tranquility, faith, and divine message. So this was a divine message telling him to turn around, but he didn't. Sign number 2, if I ever go to a white family home and I see these slave bells, I'm running. I don't want nothing to do with y'all.
Hey, he ain't lying. And then the son talking crazy like how he was talking. Nah, I might want to get a hotel room or something. You know what I mean? For the night. I I appreciate your hospitality, but nigga, I'm good. This nigga right here, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Back in slavery, they used these bells to notify slaves. Sign number 3, candles lit at a dinner table. I ain't never been to a dinner table where there's candles lit. Maybe some people do this in their homes, but I ain't never
Like
seen it
sometimes I do that.
unless
I
it's
light
a
a candle when I
tradition
eat.
going on like Christmas
Now that's something I will do. Light a candle when I eat. You know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling special.
or something like that. I can understand. But to sit around and just talk and eat at a table, to introduce somebody to the family, candles lit and everything. What that spells, ritual. Sign 4, the lion stuffed animal. He looks at it, it's looking at him. He turns it around. Lions symbolize courage, power, strength, majesty, family, royalty, and wisdom. It's funny how it says power and strength. And he showed that he had power and strength when he killed all of them. In this scene, I can't show, but she stabbed him in the hand, and it didn't even affect him, and he ended up stabbing her with it. It was the woman that's inside of her. She was the one who turned that lion around to him to symbolize power and strength. You have to have power and strength to take him out. Just like she unplugged his phone to get his attention. And if you look up in this room that they slept in, there was a picture on the wall that says Death Cheetah versus Matter. How can he ignore this picture on the wall? This picture is basically saying that he's there to be seduced with alcohol. And you see the candles behind her? Yeah, look, he's black in this picture and she's white. Yeah, that's them. That's her seducing him.
Okay.
And then it says Death Cheetah versus Matter,
Now you paying
meaning
way
that
too much
they're
attention to the
cheating
movie.
death by making these black people slaves in their own body and putting themselves in their body so they can live longer. Yeah, look at the
Still,
alcohol and the candles.
that's
Look at
still a
the
little off to me
alcohol.
though. That's still a little off to me. How can you live through somebody else's body? That part is still a little off to me. You know, but it might be possible.
And the candles. Now pay attention to this scene where they're auctioning him off. Right when they're auctioning him off, she jumps into this shirt. The reason she jumps into this shirt because it symbolized something. The shirt symbolized Waldo. I did a video on this, but I don't know if people know finding Waldo was an invitation to a ritual. There's an evil origin behind Waldo. If you know, you know. Story is, if you look for him, he will lead you somewhere that you don't want to be. In the same way, she was ready to lead him somewhere that he don't want to be. This movie ain't just about him being auctioned to white families.
Well, that's one of the ones I selected as my favorite because probably because I feel like he was on the money with that, and that's a good analysis. Shit, I think that they do something to hypnotize us to live through our energy now through the TV, but that's just me, my thoughts and opinions. Let's see what the comments
This
say.
movie ain't just
Man, you good. You so good. How you get all that out of the movie? Wow, mind blown. Um, wait.
Have you seen this bird?
Okay.
Police in Missouri are frantically trying to find it. It's been a rebel.
Oh yeah, I seen this video right here, and I was like, man, shoot. If man don't start the world on fire, God know how to do it for himself. That's this bird right here.
And it's been starting wildfires across the state, and it's been crazy. It's burned. I think now they said it's up to 75% of the wildlife in the state has been burned by this bird. And so it's learned to use its beak to create sparks. So it will hit its beak against the rock like this, and it will spark, and it will put a little kindling down. And when it starts on fire, it will grab it, fly it to some dry brush, and start it on fire. The police have engaged with scientists because they've never seen this type of behavior before. And the scientists, by looking at the video, have said that they think that this bird has accessed parts of its brain that no other birds have before. And so it's smarter. But it's got like a serial killer tendency to it where it just wants to wreak havoc. And so if you've seen this bird, they said don't approach it, but call authorities and let them know where it is. Have you seen this?
Shit, I might just follow that bitch just to see what it do. That's dope. Hey, starting shit, you know. Uh if you like more fun facts from this creator right here, his name is Nunchuck Us Dragon. Alright. If you want to find the creator's name, it's gonna be right here in this corner right here, right up on the mouse. Can't hit the follow, but you know.
Hear me out when I say this. There's
I thought it was interesting. All right, let's go. What he
no
got?
aliens in the water. There's no aliens in the ocean. I used to think it was a mistake that they were mislabeling these things that they're seeing. I used to think maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they just don't understand. No, I think now they're just playing in our faces. It's literal demons. Okay. All of this is a spiritual thing. Have you guys ever heard of the Marine Kingdom? Yes, the Marine Kingdom. Do your research on the Marine Kingdom. I don't have enough time here to explain to you what the Marine Kingdom is. Just do your own research. Let's also think back to remember when there was a demon-possessed man, and remember the disciples couldn't cast out this demon. This is in the Gospels. The disciples could not cast out this demon, and so they went to Jesus and they said, hey, we cannot cast out this demon, whatever the case may be. Jesus comes to the land, and he sees the demon-possessed man. He says, oh, you can't cast out this demon because this demon can only be casted out by prayer and fasting. And so he asked the demon his name. The demons said Legion. His name was Legion, for we are many. It was many demons living inside of him. So when Jesus went to cast out this,
that's why sometimes I gotta hear the video to understand why I saved the video. So this video I saved right here because he's saying legions, demons. So I was thinking that allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. That's what it was. I was thinking about how the United States is the only country in the world to pledge allegiance to a flag, which is what prompted me to make this last video that I made on nations and how I feel like the world is pretty much a gang banging lifestyle. You I guess I see more and more similarities to gang life and how the real world works. Um, I feel like the only thing our gangs would need to do is just actually protect not just one community, but the whole community. Um, the Bloods take over one side, the GDs take over another side, and all of them just protect. One side part of the country, the Bloods take over one part of the country, the GDs take over another side, and the Crips take over the other. So it'd be spread out into three. More than likely, if we could work with the Mexican gangs, I mean, if we could work out our differences and actually work with that, we can actually kick the colonizers out. But I think the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because allegiance. Allegiance was the word that stood out to me. Allegiance, pledge of allegiance. That's the word that stood out to me, and I believe that's why I probably hit that as a favorite because I wanted to talk about it. Most of the time, I hit favorite on a video because I want to talk about it, and I just don't ever get around to it because I just be having fun enjoying my life. I really be having fun just enjoying me, and it take a lot for me to even want to show my face on any time of the day because I don't want it to get too noticeable. I mean, it's already noticeable when, you know, around town, anywhere I go. I mean, I can go into a store one time and they just notice me. Next time I go in there, and it's just, I don't know, I don't like attention. But I get it. I get the attention. I will get that attention. But yeah, that's why I'm post. But I'm trying to get it going. But um that's the main reason why I probably say this video is because the word allegiance and how demonic it is, and how we pledge a legion to a flag. You know, you just don't know how deep and dark these colonizers and twisted these colonizers are until you really start, until you actually slow down and start paying attention to the makings of life, um, to why everything is the way it is. I really wanted to slow down in life because people were telling me that I was doing things that were hard for them to do. And I just had to kind of like look up and like realize where I was and how I was going. So I want to take a step back, slow down, and just analyze life. Find out what my happiness is. So yeah, but yeah, that's why I probably say this video because of the allegiance part. You know, God is so amazing, and I love him, and that I try to figure out why things are the way they are. You know, so yeah.
Demon from or these demons from the man, they begged him to be cast into something. They didn't want to be just disembodied spirits running around. They wanted to be cast into something. He casted them into the pigs. The pigs go and jump in the waters. The pigs go and jump in the waters. Obviously, the pigs die, right? So the disembodied spirits roam the waters. They listen to me. If you go outside and you see a creature out that resembles an animal, let's say it has a cat face, it has bear paws, it has a fox tail, you're gonna still label that thing as an animal. You're not gonna just switch up you're not gonna switch up the entire thing to label it something else. You will only label something that has characteristics of something else, that thing in that habitat, right? So if I go outside and I see a human that has the face of a dog and the belly of a fish, but like it appears to be a human, I'm not going to label that as an animal. I'm not going to even label it as a human. I might label it as something else. Why? Because it has other characteristics. Why wouldn't they just label these things as sea creatures that they haven't discovered? Think about it. Think about it, because these things have different characteristics that they don't see in any other sea creatures. Okay? I'm telling y'all, the waters, the reason why they haven't explored, I won't even get into all that. Read the book of Job. The reason why they haven't even explored all of the waters is because there's a limit on how far they can go. As above, so below. Hear me out when I say this. There's no aliens in the water. There's no
whoever it is that is not liking you, got a problem with you, different things like that. We don't know what people be on. But I tell people all the time, if you want to know if somebody trying to put something on you or put something on you, it's always gonna be your first. I want you to look into Psalm 64. I want you to read it out loud and really understand what Psalm 64 is saying.
What does Psalm 64 say? Let's see. Hey Alexa, what is Psalm 64? Hear my voice, oh God, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Oh, I don't got no fear of the enemy. You hate me, you just hate me, nigga. The fuck?
And Vaughn walked up to me, and I shook his hand. He like looked straight, and then I looked straight, and I'm like, why are you telling me to look straight? He like look straight, and what I'm finna say to you, don't look at me after I tell you. So I'm like, I bet in my head, I'm like, what is this nigga finna tell me? But he literally say just like this. I'm looking straight. He man, why I just run up on Ki and why I just ran up on them niggas and caught Ki. She was the last one running out of the gate. I was like, nigga, no way. Cause bro, Ki was like a pest. And I'm just in my head like, damn, for real. And sure enough, after he told me that sirens came. Sirens had just hit. Boop. They were just over there picking the body up and whatever. And I'm just like, wow, fool. I was just like, damn. But Vaughn walked up to me and I shook his hand. He like looked straight. And then I looked straight and I'm like, why are you telling me to look straight? He like, look straight. And what I'm finna say to you, don't look at me after I tell you. So I'm like, I bet in my head, I'm like, what?
I don't know why I added this to my favorites. I don't even know how this got in my favorites. I don't know.
Like legit, this is not some social media yak. I'm like just like trying to figure out how to say this. I grew up listening to hearing black people call white people the devil. And I always thought like, okay, if the little boy grow up and he hearing that and then he go and he shoot up a school. So I think that America has us all against each other. And so all I did was tag somebody with my videos and they thought that I was against. It's like, so then when I interact with people, no matter who they are, black woman, white man, anybody, the reputation of who black women are is so secure that all of my softness has been getting ignored for 45 years. And people are just waiting for me to act exactly like somebody just did online recently.
Well, give them what they want. Shit. sometimes, like, yeah, black women ain't been. We try to be patient. Just try to be patient with the ignorance that surround us. And then we just can't be patient no more. We just explode, and that's just what it is. If you catch this explosion, it's because you deserve that shit. You deserve that shit. You know. So they can't handle your how you come, then fuck them. They say hell. They say hell. You just acted how I expected you to act, and I'll be like, good shit. You want a cookie? You want a cookie? Because obviously you did everything in your power to bring it out of me. Shit. The fuck?
One thing people don't understand about cannabis is that when you have a extremely high THC level in these extracts that people are smoking, these vape pens, it actually becomes a neuroinflammatory substance. That means it causes your brain to swell. When you're using the flower or just the buds that come off the plants, then you have this perfect blend of the cannabinoids with the THC, just like nature intended. And then you have an anti-inflammatory response. They've showed this in studies where the THC at lower levels combined with the cannabinoids like the CBD and the other things can provide an anti-inflammatory response. But when they isolate the THC into a high enough amount, it actually causes neurological inflammation or brain swelling. And I'd say 80-90% of the people out there that are using cannabis now are using these vape pens. These vape pens are horrible. The reason is because not only do they have that high level of THC, which causes the brain swelling, but they're using synthetic terpenes. What I mean by that is they're actually taking real terpenes in nature and they're mimicking them in the lab, producing these synthetic versions of these terpenes, and then they're putting them and mixing them in with this cannabis extract, and this is a perfect recipe for neurological information and withdrawal and dependence and coming down off the stuff, etc. Serotonin syndrome, all the things that come along with these potent extracts that have kind of taken over the market and given cannabis a bad name, truthfully. So cannabis is no longer therapeutic when it's in this extract version that people are inhaling combined with these synthetic terpenes. It's lost its medicinal purpose. And I just want to share that information out there with people because I am not condoning the use of cannabis. This is an addiction recovery page, but wanted to explain the difference between the traditional natural cannabis that has come out in bud and what everybody else is using now, which are these synthetic terpenes combined with these potent extracts to give you this extreme high off the top, but it also inflames your brain, increases histamine, aggravates the immune system, and makes you more dependent to go back for more because you'll be uncomfortable because of all that. So hope this helps.
Well, from my personal experience, yes, I love flower more than I like the pen. To me, the pen, yes, you high, but it don't keep you there. And something he said about the brain, like he said it swells. Um, yeah, that shit leave you on duh. You can't really talk. You can't. To me, I couldn't form complete sentences, and it was just I knew what I wanted to say, but I couldn't get it out. Especially on those dab pens. I don't. I mean, if I ain't got enough to get the flour, then I go for the dab. You know, and I go for that dab. I go for the wax, but even with the wax, I mean, like I said, it only gets you there for a short period of time, and it bring you down. Um, I don't even like moon rock. It ain't all what it hyped up to be shit. I put that moon rock, yeah. I put that shit in my pen, and I smoke out all the wax, and then I take the bud out, and then I put it in like a bowl or something. Like, but yeah, that was a horrible idea. It's got too much going on, and like I could taste the wax, you know, with the weed. So I didn't really like it.
Here's how you don't know what you're talking about. That's why people, like, again, I'm gonna pick on Plies because I think he's a moron. That's why the general public is so silly and doesn't understand civics. That's why he'll stay right in the pocket of how he feels about Trump and why we should support from an emotional angle. No policy. He doesn't know the fact that she flip flops. He doesn't. Oh, he just doesn't want to acknowledge it. He definitely doesn't know the fact that when she was in California, and I heard Charlemagne say it wasn't true and it was a narrative. It is true. You 1,000% kept over 1,500 inmates in California for cannabis possession. You kept them in jail, even though it was lawful then in your state at the time, because your state free prison slave labor. That is what you did. And now you're talking about joy. The problem is the people like me and the others that you guys have interviewed.
I like this dude. That is, I forget his name. Oh, there you go. Uh, that's his name right there. But I know him as Black Guns Matter movement. Um, he's a gun owner, proud gun owner, and he talks about it. He goes to NRA's meetings and stuff like that. I fought with him. Maj something. I don't want to brutalize Tory. So yeah. But yeah, that's who I know him as. Black Guns Matter. You know, he right plies is emotional. It's very emotional, but I think all tough guys are they weigh one emotions. They don't have well balance in their emotions. You know what I mean? Um, I don't like to sit in my feelings. I don't like to make a decision where I'm in my feelings. That's probably why it take me a couple of days to even make a decision, you know, on some things.
Know what we're talking about. And our memory isn't like a goldfish. It isn't set. We go, it don't even got to be that long. It can be 10 seconds. You could go, at the debate, Kamala Harris said, me and Waltz are gun owners. We're not trying to take nobody's guns. And then 2 days later, she put a ban assault weapons post up on her social media. Then if you go back further than that, you have some photos or videos circulating on the internet right now where her saying, we're not saying that you can't keep a gun. It was her and Gavin Newsom some years ago. We're not saying that you can't keep a firearm. But that doesn't mean we're not going to march in your home and see if you're not handling those weapons and firearms properly. That's a violation of the 4th Amendment.
Yep.
That's a violation of the 4th Amendment.
Yep.
So since it's a violation of the 4th Amendment, you're a person that is going for the job of the presidency. That job has 3 lanes to it.
One thing people don't understand about cannabis is that when you have a extremely high.
Let's just skip that one.
Well, this is really gonna piss you off. That's my house.
Oh yeah, I wanted to keep up with her
That's why I'm not leaving.
and see what she had going on. But I think
commercial. It's residential.
throughout the whole storm, she didn't keep us updated. So I was kind of sad about it. But I wanted to see what was going on because I was damn sure being nosy in that bitch.
Oh my god.
Something fishy's going on, you guys. This young lady just showed an article written in April of this year, 2024, about Hurricane Milton. Okay. She screenshot herself showing you how to go to Google, what to type in, and where to scroll to. So I screenshotted myself doing the same thing. So I'm going to show you guys what happened because they have since, she recorded her video 20 hours ago. And within the last 24 hours, they have removed the article that she's showing you guys. I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Just saw this girl on TikTok say she went here and saw that they already had Hurricane Milton planned. Has there ever been a Hurricane Milton? And it showed all of the information when her videos on TikTok. I'm gonna show it to you guys too. So you scroll down here to the convoy one. There's a convoy one. And then okay, here it is. Convoy of Hope, Hurricane Milton 2024. Scroll down to the hypothetical link, Hurricane Michael, and here's the video, and then here it is right here, right? This is what she clicked on, but now it's telling me I can't find it because it's going viral. Sorry, this page was recently deleted within the last 24 hours. Why? The deletion, protection, and move log for the page are provided below for reference. Hurricane deleting due to misinformation concern. What? Change protection settings for Hurricane Milton. You guys, I'm about to show you.
Look, they hurried up, deleted that motherfucker. But I think that's why I prefer newspaper over this internet stuff. I prefer a newspaper. Give me a newspaper and a magazine. That way I can go back and actually look at the information. And can't nobody tamper with it. Can't nobody tamper with it. Can't nobody tamper with the website because, you can't log into my newspaper and change it. It's printed. It's solid. It's there. It's written in stone. It's almost stone. And that's why I feel like they kind of going with this digital system. You can see it now because they've been changing history right in front of our faces this whole time. So you can see the route that it's going down.
Tell you what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, you guys are not going to believe what I just found out about Hurricane Milton. This is actually going to blow your mind. Okay, so tell me how I just found an article written back in April.
Now she's about to show you guys the exact same link that I just showed you, but mine is now, they've since taken it down. Since she recorded this, they've taken it down.
Of this year.
This video was recorded 20 hours ago. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's kind of white.
Oh, that's
Hypothetical Hurricanes Wiki. giving information about this upcoming hurricane. So I follow a lady named Lair Lightner, and
I'm sorry about the echo.
she has a Telegram group, and she posted this, and I literally had to go see for myself. It literally says that Hurricane Milton, remember, this is an article written back in April about a hurricane that hasn't even happened yet. It says was an extremely powerful Cat 5 hurricane that caused widespread damages across the path in October 2024. Goes on to say that this devastating hurricane would take several lives across the Caribbean and Florida. Okay, don't believe me? I'm going to actually take you through my screen recording of how I found this information. Okay, just screenshots for anyone who's like, what is she talking about? I went to Google and I typed in, has there ever been a Hurricane Milton? You can do this as well. It's going to pull up several articles. You scroll down until you get to this article that was literally written in April. April, you guys. April. Look at this. April 25th, 2024 by Convoy of Hope and how they replaced it with Hurricane Milton. And then if you scroll a little bit further down, it's going to pull up the link, the page that I literally just showed you. This is proof that they are messing with that Hurricanes Wiki. Linked on an article posted back in April about Hurricane Milton that hasn't even happened yet. If you think that they are not creating these storms, you better think again. Okay? And this is me pulling that up. They literally planned this.
Okay, well, yes, I do feel like some hurricanes are planned, and I think some hurricanes are not planned. The ones I do feel like that are planned are the ones that come out of the Gulf. The ones that come over there from Africa and come make it over here, those are not man-made hurricanes. Those are actual hurricanes. But the ones who are started in the Gulf, the hurricanes that are started in the Gulf, those are man-made, most definitely. My dad likes to call the ones that come from Africa, that's God's retribution for the slave trade. You say that's the African slave trade route. That's the whole route they took from Africa all the way to the Gulf, where they ported them off at. So yeah, I'm tired of hearing that echo. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one. If you want to watch the rest of it, is a Queen in Christ. Go watch her shit.
So boom, Saturday comes. He been blowing my phone up all week because when we talked, it was like Wednesday. So he's been blowing my phone up since Wednesday. Like, sir, I'm deaf. I think you're forgetting I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, I was being nosy right here in this shit, right? She had a wild story.
Voluntarily.
She had a wild story. Hers was like awesome.
You're gonna lie to me. Make sure I'm never gonna find out. And I'm not worried about him coming to get these bleached ass clothes that has been sitting in the garage since I went waiting to exhale on him. Like, I'm not worried about it. Like, they're in there. If you want to come get these clothes, feel free. If you want me to put them in a box and UPS them to you, feel free. Even though you're down the street, I will go to UPS.
So her story was wild. We ain't gonna sit here and watch it, but if you do want to watch it after the details I give you, that's her shit right here. That Destiny, yeah, Destiny. But Destiny's story is crazy, boy. She said how like she was about to get married, and the mistress and cousins they all got to a fight at the wedding and shit. They got into a whole fight at the wedding, boy. Well, I guess we can listen to it.
And overnighted. It's around 3 p.m. on Saturday, and I get a no caller ID call. So I'm like, let me turn my ears on real quick and let me see if this is him because he's supposed to be coming to pick up his trash bags. And so I answer, and he like, I ain't gonna be able to come. I ain't gonna be able to come today. I'll let you know when I'm able to come. And I'm like, I just hung up because like, the fuck that got to do with me? So after I hang up on him, there's no need for me and him to talk. He said he was going to let me know when he was coming to pick his stuff up. So I go on about my life. Like, you know, I get in therapy, I do all that, and I move on. So about 2 months later, I'm outside and I'm on a date with my man, because I club in 2 to 3 business days. So now I'm at dinner with my man, and my phone is blowing up. And y'all know my phone got the flash on it. So I'm like, so I turn around and my man like, who is that? Like, your phone been blowing up. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe it's my baby daddy because I blocked him because he was on bullshit. But the kids, my kids are with me. So like, I don't know what he would want. So I just ignored it. Like I put the phone in my purse. Like I don't got time. I'm outside having a ball. So I just put my phone in my purse and I just continue on about my day, right? So as we driving home, my phone, now I'm connected to the Bluetooth, but now my phone is still blowing up. So like the music keeps getting cut off. And he like, man, you answer that phone because now I feel like you playing in my face. Like, babe, I love you. You my everything. I would never do that to you, Bookie. So I answer the phone playing because like, who could this be? Like House of Horrors, which one is yours?
Yep.
Hey man, it's Josiah. Hang up on you, not in the mood. No, I didn't hang up. He would have knocked my head into the window. So I'm like, man, what's up? And he like, I was just calling to see if I could come get my stuff tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow? Like, you need to make an appointment. And we don't have any available tomorrow. And he like, man, stop playing. And my dude like, bro, she said what she said. Like, you can come pick your stuff up on Wednesday. He was like, I don't know if I'm free on Wednesday. Wednesday's the only day I'm free. And since the last time that we made this arrangement, you was gonna come and pick me up. The only appointment slot I have open and that's available. And he like, all right, I'll make something work. I'll be there. I don't give a fuck what you make work. Be there or be square. If you don't come and get these clothes, they're gonna be in the trash because it's been 2 months and I've been giving you grace. And then I hang up the phone because like there's nothing else to say. And my dude like, bro, a weird ass bitch. So it's Wednesday and my dude like, you need me to come over there?
All right.
Like, no, I can handle my lightweight. So he had already emailed me Tuesday night telling me what time he was gonna come. He was like, I'll be there between 2 and 4. So I don't give a fuck what time you're coming. I'm gonna just put this stuff on the porch between 2 and 4 because you could just come and go. As I'm putting the stuff on the porch around like 1:30, y'all, he comes. And he like, Destiny, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, what do you need to talk to me about? He was like, I just wanted to let you know before you found out from anybody else that me and Ryan got engaged. And I just look at him and I say, like,
I don't know if I finished this
what do
story,
you want
y'all.
me to do with that information? So now I'm walking in the house because like that literally is information that I can't do anything with except for laugh because I did let out a chuckle because y'all are goofy. So I go in the house. That's the last time I talked to Josiah. I don't need to know the details of how y'all got together. I don't need to know the details as to why you're marrying the bitch that was in the psych ward. I don't need to know the details as to why you're marrying somebody and you made her get an abortion with your child. Like, I'm still confused. And I also am confused as to why would anybody marry you and you just got out of an engagement so quick? That don't make sense, but that's not my business. Like, to date is one thing. To get married is another, right? So he told me this in like February, married in April. By October, I had got wind because we don't like, it's a small world. I had got wind that they were getting an annulment. And I'm like, what? So when I get on Facebook, y'all, this girl done wrote a whole post talking about he having a baby by somebody else and she can't believe it. Bitch, you thought the grass was greener? So boom, Saturday comes. He been blowing my phone up all week.
Where are those who think like me? Sadly, we were robbed of a second-line Super Bowl featuring Lil Wayne and friends, and here's why. Jay-Z sacrificed Lil Wayne's legacy in hip-hop to preserve his own. As we all know, Drake was the only artist that would be able to topple or trump Jay-Z's success as a commercial artist with Billboard hits, popularity, business ventures outside of rap, and many different other acumens. And so Jay-Z wanted to preserve his legacy. So that's why he put that Battery and Meek Mill back to go at him with the ghostwriting, to put chinks in his armor. So when any hip-hop historian or journalist put Jay-Z side to side with Drake and who's the greatest ever, who's the GOAT, who's the best, he has these chinks in his armor. But he was unsuccessful. Meek Mill wasn't a formidable opponent. Jay-Z had to go back into the war chamber, recruit Kendrick Lamar. I'm sure he was pre-priming all type of things like the Super Bowl. If you can topple Drake,
He came through on his promise, beat Drake, besmirched Drake, humiliated Drake. He did all type of things to win the war. And also putting Lil Wayne on the Super Bowl would give Lil Wayne an opportunity to bring Drake back to prominence and putting him before the global audience. So Jay-Z secured that. He's trying to put the nail in the OVO coffin. Thank you. Have $1 million day.
Giddy speaks. You wrong, buddy. As a business person, I would not put Wayne up there. Bitch this and bitch that. Pretty much in every last one of his, every other word is bitch. So no, it's a business decision, sir. Family oriented. That's me over there making a comment.
I know. The first 2K I bought was 2K8, which was the year before this banger. I'll be part of the problem, but best believe if another game did drop, I would buy it. I bought NBA Live 18, and I bought NBA Live 19. A lot of people don't understand how good this game is. You can hit a 99 overall in like 3 days on here. The movement and ball handling stuff is a lot more realistic. There's one thing unique about this. You could go into the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store and buy this game right now and still play it online. EA is still paying for the servers for this game. When is 2K going to just drop a 2K? Not 2K25, 2K26, just NBA 2K and just update it year to year. I think when that happens, 2K is up. But what else am I supposed to do? There's no other basketball games. I know.
So you for real ain't gonna give me no food, bro. Bro.
That's why I owe that's what I'm saying. That's why I owe me cheese.
Yeah, but I ain't got it right now, dog.
Think about it. You ain't never you always I ain't got it right now. Well, so you ain't eating right now.
No, that's not true. Because when I do have money, I get food for you, don't I?
Hey, bro, but I don't be owing you, though.
Me in this situation, I wouldn't, if I knew my dog ain't had no money, they were hungry, I'd go get something to eat. And I wouldn't get nothing like small like that. I'd probably go get some chicken, bucket of chicken. There's been plenty of days where when me and my friends, we both was during hard times, and they didn't got me some food. Just how shit was, you know what I mean? Real ones just make sure our partner's good, regardless of how many times. Like, if it was something I really wanted to eat and I didn't want to get my dog nothing, I just go by myself. I wouldn't bring my dog with me and eat in their face. You know what I'm saying? If you eat, I eat. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't be owing you, though.
So since I owe you some money now, you ain't gonna buy me no food. We together, I ain't got no cheese. But you gonna sit here and eat in my face.
Yes, and you can wait till we get to flat out. How long you been owing me? It's been a minute, but so hey, bro, I'm not about to keep doing this shit, bro. You gotta learn, man.
Ain't no kids thought I gotta learn.
Obviously, shit, cause you gonna kid ass shit, bro. Kids don't believe paying back.
I didn't say I'm not gonna pay you back. I'm not out here blowing the money and not giving it to you, dog. I'm gonna give you your money, dog.
But you don't got. I'm saying though, why you ain't got money to get you something to eat, bro?
Bro, because I'm in a bind right now. That's why I needed to borrow money from you, and that's why you ain't got the money back yet.
You want to borrow some more money from me to get you something to eat, right?
No, don't. So that's not a borrow.
So you want to build a tab?
No, I'm trying to build.
That's what it sounds like.
So you for real you ain't.
Like I said, I wouldn't even went out to eat. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't want to buy my nigga nothing to eat, I wouldn't even seen him that day. Especially if I knew that nigga ain't had no money. I probably wouldn't even pulled up. Like, man, you know what? I'm cool. But I done had a lot of niggas eat my face, though. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I tell them I was hungry. Shit. But like, fuck it. I'm hungry too. They'll get them something to eat. Like, you ain't getting you them. Like, nah, I ain't got no money. But, okay. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. It's cool though. It's all on, it's all on that person. You know what I mean? It's all up to that person. But me personally, nah, I ain't gonna eat nobody's face.
Sir, Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Trump. Trump or Kamala?
Trump again.
Trump.
2-0.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala?
Trump for sure.
Trump. Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
This one's interesting. This one's interesting. I'm gonna go Trump.
Trump.
Yep.
Trump or
Stop playing with me. Let's go.
Kamala.
Trump.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna give it that tie.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
Weirdo.
Ah, okay.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump for sure.
Oh, Trump all the way. Come on.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Trump all day long.
Trump or Kamala?
He looks like an academic. He looks like he's an adjunct professor somewhere. This may be a curveball. I'm gonna go Kamala.
Trump.
Dang. Fred.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump. Trump, bro.
Trump?
Yeah.
Trump or yes, sir?
I said Kamala.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Well, I was wrong.
Then that's why
I was so wrong. Former NBA player accused LeBron James of trying to erase the legacy of Kobe Bryant on the Lakers. He could never. LeBron James could never. Ever. So I got a lot of videos saved as favorite, but I'm going to go through a few more. But LeBron James could never.
I don't understand.
Oh, Big Bryant.
If he had just won and he's trying to cement his legacy as
If that was the case, that nigga he should have rolled in there with 5. 5. Coming out with 5 championships.
being better than 24 in LA.
No, it's never about.
Oh, okay. Well,
24 is you in the right. You in the way. I'm trying to come over here and change the thing, which is fine. I'm telling you. Listen, if I'm in power, I'm doing the same thing, man. I don't want to hear all that.
All right, so you trying to erase 23. So you come to a city, you win a championship, you got a chance to win another, and you get rid of everybody
because that's what people holding against you.
Rob Pelinka.
That don't make sense.
Everything I've done in my career has been my way, right?
I don't think Rob and LeBron are on the same page.
Yeah, right.
That's what I feel. They can't be on the same
When
page.
the argument comes to the greatest of all time, what do people try to hold against you?
I mean, I think the thing argument.
No. Overall,
I think
Mike got 6.
No.
Yeah,
I
there are 4.
I get that.
If that is the question, right? Why not bring that back just one?
I think the biggest thing is that people just mad Bron did it his way.
So you heard what Brandon Jennings had to say there, right? That if he's LeBron, he's trying to get everybody out the way, right? He's trying to get Jordan out the way. He's trying to get Kobe out the way, and I'm gonna do it my way. And time is up for everybody. That's how he's giving it up, right? That's what he had to say. What are my thoughts on what he just said? Is there truth to LeBron wanting to kind of be viewed as the greatest player of all time and all of that? Yes, there is. Right? It's something that he's obsessed with. His camp is obsessed with it. Every time they sit somewhere talking about that, they always mention Jordan. They're obsessed with it. They are, right? So are his fans. That's why they run around screaming every day in the comment sections of videos, go, go, go. That's what they're obsessed with this, right? It's like copy and pasting it all over the world. But the problem is he chose the wrong organization to try that with and the wrong player. It's impossible for LeBron to make any kind of inroads of trying to erase Kobe's legacy with it's impossible. It's impossible. It quite literally is impossible. It would be tantamount to a player trying to go to Chicago to try to erase Michael Jordan's legacy there, or a player trying to go to the Golden State Warriors and trying to erase Stephen Curry's legacy there. These are things, or going to Miami Heat and trying to erase Dwayne Wade's legacy. It's impossible.
Then that's why I don't understand.
So I just pulled up to the gym, right? And something just struck a nerve to me. And I was like, let me make this video. Is it me or are foreigners actually living the American dream? Hmm. And I say that to say this. We have these people that's coming from these different countries that move here and they've been here for 10, 15 years or however long they've been. And they're actually living the real American dream comfortably, financially. They are good. They're living a peaceful life. And it seems to me that the American people are struggling the most. Maybe it's me. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. But you got people that comes in from Middle East, Asia, Europe, Africa. Man, they are living, bro. Like they are driving these nice foreign cars. They're living in these nice homes. And I know American people are doing the same. But to me, it just seems like they invest and give back to their community. They send money back to their country. And you got to think about it, American. What can we send our money back to? Black people. We can't send our money back to Africa. We're not from there. They give us this quote. They give us this title, African American. We're not from Africa.
That's why I say send it to the African American Fund. Um, uh, if we just claim it as the African American nation of America, we'll get it. We'll get our reparations. We'll get everything that we need. Uh, to me, like I said, it always goes back to the Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, and the Vice Lords, the MS-13, and the Vice Lords. And there's another one. I forgot. I know it's Vice Lords and it's something else. No. I know the MS-13s and somebody else. Fuck, I can't think of their names right now. But yeah, all of us just come together. Come together. It's already militarized. Uh, just need some organization. And some people to those 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 leaders that are in charge of those gangs will become senators. Just elevate them. Just give the calls down to call them presidents of their community, of their section of the country. But in order for us to live the American dream, we would have to get the people would have to work with the gangs, and the gangs would have to work with the people. That's the only way I see it working out.
We don't have no family in Africa. Even Europeans,
And then
white people.
declare us, since we already are marking down African American, just declared African American nation in Americans nation. We are African American nation. We are, which is a declaration of American blacks. So yeah. I think I want to do this last video. Then we're gonna wrap it up.
This is the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now, first, look at look at that. You see how the south is up north and the north is down south, and the west is east is west. So you see how they flipped already. They didn't flip the compass. So now every
Which is true, because if you watch the sun rises first over it gets bright at probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. No, not three. I'm sorry. Maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning. It starts getting bright. So
Everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something
yes,
particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is or what something is. So key word that I want people to see, yeah, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going. Now I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded in 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here. Temple Inn. You see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little places. Hold on. You see Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden. You see Cuba. You see China. You see Belgium. Yep, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy. All of these places were over here, right on this land specifically, right? And this little thing that you see right here, this little thing that you see right here, you see how they got it a sky view? This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, Moore, stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think we ain't had this whole land on lock? Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaves ain't built no White House. We did. We built all this. Morris did, baby. Ancient.
I believe a lot was hidden from us. A lot was hidden from us, and it deserves to come out.
Morocco. Now, I'm going to go back to this because remember, if the new Morocco was founded in 1952, then that must have been the people that purchased this land and took the Jerusalem from over here and threw it over there. They took Morocco from over here and threw it over there. We can find letters from George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco. So if the Morocco that's established over there in 1952, if that was just established, then this must have been the Morocco he was writing to. That's why they got Cahokia, Illinois, and you also got a Cahokia in what?
And I think that's the most beautiful part about America is the fact that a lot of places in America are named after the Bible. A lot of them.
Exactly.
There's only two places in the world that there's a Bethlehem in. Two places. And that's here in America and Philadelphia. I mean, not in Philadelphia, but in Pennsylvania. And there's one in Jerusalem.
Or Cairo. You got a Cairo, Illinois, and they say the Cahokia mounds. We got a lot of mounds over here. We were mound builders. They didn't want to call us pyramid builders. They called us mound builders. Let's keep that in mind. You see, we can see over here, Idaho, fraternity. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Virginia, Georgia. Come on, man. Like it never stops. You see, Missouri was way up here. So we in Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now, but how Missouri way up here? How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now?
Missouri feels, when you go to Missouri, that's one of my favorite states. I mean, I promise you, I love that state. But when you go to Missouri, it feels eerie. It feels like you're on top of a whole nother land. It feels like the land that they built on. It feels like there's something underneath. It feels like there's a whole town. I don't know. That's just the energy I got from Missouri.
Missouri is just a little teeny place next to Louisiana.
And I just love Missouri because they do serve wings like this. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How is New York all the way over here? Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places, North Jerusalem. For those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is, this is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa, you got Mississippi, and mind you, if you're wondering why it looks so confusing, you should be. They flipped your whole world upside down. So you see south is north, north is south, east is west, west is east. So you have to learn a whole new form of directions. And remember, that right there, if you're wondering where that compass comes from, I'll show you. The compass that you see, if you know nothing about the quote unquote Mayan calendar, they do. It's right there, see? Make windows out of it, make all kinds of signs out of it. Let's keep that in mind. So that's where your compass comes from. This is how we knew how to navigate, right? Seeing that quote unquote, what they Mayan calendar, what we call it, the moral compass and mental magic. Of course, because we do not go by anybody else's names. Yeah, they said that we would never rise again. So hey, I just wanted to show y'all one more time so you can see just how deep this was and how good this particular land itself is. Instead of going everywhere else and looking everywhere else, remember the west is east, the east is west. The north is south, the south is north. So they just kind of had it all flipped up. They kept the symbol the same, but they put the N up here, S down here. W over here, east over there. So now you think this is the west, and we think that's the east. But really everything just kind of been what? Flipped. Right?
I'm telling you, these Jewish people know what they did to them.
Said this is in 1904, just so you can see the date, see we're not joking. That's in 1904. Now, if the new Morocco was established in 1925, March 2nd, I think, no, 1952, March 2nd, then who is that? Who is that little? You see they got the little pyramids within there. Who is that specifically? See Jerusalem. Who is that? You see a lot of these different, they say Mexican restaurant. Who is that? Who and exactly what was that? You see India, you see Guatemala, you see Puerto Rico. Long before it was divided and separated into corporations and just made corporate states and corporate nations more. So going back to the actual natural nations, you see Cuba, once again up in there, you see Italy. So when you see them talking about us basically running up in this or running up in that and doing, no, we were basically right over here, buddy. See Annex, see the Philippine, right over here. All this is over here. The Philippine exhibition. You're seeing the top sky view, right? With the information right on the inside of it. Just letting y'all get a little. And you see Arrowhead Lake, right? Arrowhead Lake. You know we got Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Keep that in mind. I don't know if they got any. They got Arrowhead Lake in
Missouri just feels so rich in culture. It feels like it's so rich in culture.
Kansas City, Missouri.
I don't know what it is
So,
about Missouri.
just letting y'all know how deep y'all history go.
I'm drawn to it.
Who changed the names and the locations? Just go look. We didn't. The thing is, it never changed. Nobody can come and just change your home name. You know, when I came in here, they said that these were the Mississippian people. Think about that. Now, Little Egypt is not in Illinois. We need to change that around. Little Cairo is actually over there in the Egypt you believe is Egypt. This is the big Egypt. That's why everything is so ancient that it don't even look like we built pyramids over here yet you're walking on them. That's why everything is so ancient that we only know what they told us. Keep that in mind. So no, that's not no Little Egypt. Sorry.
So yeah. That's what I got for y'all tonight. Yeah, man. They've been lying. They know they've been lying, and the moment a great amount of us wake up, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be able to survive that storm. You know what I mean? That storm. But all right, it's been good talking to y'all. Appreciate you taking time out listening to me. Peace.